See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
Thought I could say the same about you, buddy. Morgan saved us. Afraid you were going to be left alone. I'm fine, and I'm going. Yeah, Flemeth saved us.
Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
Yeah.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
Oh, this is all
And
new
what does that
information.
mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
That's right. Plus, as I'm sure I noted last time, you're voiced by an actress who people have heard of, so you must be important. Actually, that's not entirely true, because, like, Michael Dorn is in Mass Effect 2, and none of his characters are terribly important. But anyway, who cares what she is? So why did you save us? You must... Well, don't call her very old. That's mean. Why did you save us?
Well, we cannot have all the Grey Wardens dying at once, can we? Someone has to deal with these dark spawn. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blights. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
I suppose you have a point. It's worth noting that the land is not going to be united right now.
That doesn't make any sense. Why would he do it?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
Uh-oh.
The Archdemon.
We need to find the Archdemon. Wait, what's the Archdemon? Yeah, Alistair's... No. Will you help us fight the Blight? I mean, this is a good point. There are Grey Wardens other than the Wardens in Ferelden, so we should probably reach out to them at some point. But that's like a future plans conversation. This is the conversation we're having right now option. So we're going to say, what is this Archdemon?
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by darkspawn.
Sounds bad.
Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
Well, okay, that's a good point. What could the Tyrn hope to gain by betraying the king? I'm gonna go with become the king. Like 98% of the time, whenever anyone betrays the king in a way that directly leads to the king's death, it's because they want themselves or someone they decide to become the king. So, not a terribly helpful question. But, yeah, we should reach out and get more friends.
Kaelin already summoned them. They'll come if they can, but I expect Loghain has already taken steps to stop them. We must assume they won't arrive in time.
Fair. They're already late, bud. We're already fucked. So, okay. What does Loghain want, I guess?
The throne? He's the Queen's father. Still, I can't see how he'll get away with murder.
You speak as if he would be the first king to gain his throne that way. Grow up, boy.
She's got a point.
Al Eamon knew what he did. He would never stand for it. The Landsmeet would never stand for it. There would be civil war.
That does sound bad. I guess we could... This is kind of a cynical option, but it's also, like... Loghain has probably figured out a way to spin this. He's probably going to say it was, like, a failure of the Wardens or something, and it's going to be the two of us against him and his army, and... But, yeah, sure. Would he really believe us?
I suppose. Al Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle.
Uh-huh.
I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
I mean, okay. It's an idea. It's a good idea, I guess. It's not quite a, plan, but Loghain was, no, that's a great idea. Everyone will see the... Okay, what if he doesn't help us?
You have more at your disposal than merely old friends.
Of course! The treaties! Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Arl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
Kinda.
So we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
That's the closest thing we have to a plan so far. That's basically what we do. Yeah, that's basically what we do.
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
I mean, yeah, I guess we have to be. Can you offer more help? Yeah, can you offer more help?
Now that you mention it, I do have one more thing to offer.
Okay.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Oh.
Such a shame. What?
You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
Oh, hey, she does have ears. I was distracted. Anyway, I mean, listen, she's great. Morrigan's great. We'd be happy to have her alongside. We're not about the whole conscription thing, though. Well, I was conscripted. But I was not in favor of my being conscripted, so...
Her magic will be useful. Even better, she knows the wilds and how to get past the horde.
Right,
Have
but...
I no say in this?
Yeah, but...
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Wait, so... She did us a favor and we owe her, and we're paying her back by getting her daughter out of her hair? I guess that makes sense. Was this what you wanted?
Pardon me, but I had the impression that you two needed assistance, whatever the form.
I mean, you have a point.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
She's got a point.
Taken.
There you go.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite for Eldon against the Darkspawn.
Nah.
They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the blight. Even I.
I understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
Okay. She won't come to harm with us. Yeah, well, no, this seems like a little patronizing to her. But, yeah, sure.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. 'Tis not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
Nope, you're on the team. You're on the team, which means you're on the team, Alistair. Yeah, let's learn some more stuff.
I may have answers. Ask.
No. Have you ever been? That's a good idea. Tell me about the village. That's a good one. Yeah, tell me about this village.
'Tis a small place of little consequence called Loghain. No more than a stop along your imperial highway where travellers purchase goods from local farms and smiths. I would
Okay.
go more often were it not for the town's chantry. It makes the village particularly intolerant and unpleasant for a stranger such as me.
The chantry. And they never in all this time thought that maybe you were a witch.
Of course they have. They even called out their Templars once. They found nothing.
I see. Okay. Well, we know she's been there because she just said that, so we don't need to ask this one. What exactly are you good at? I mean, magic, but magic is like a broad spectrum of shit. What can you do?
I know a few spells, though I am nowhere near as powerful as Mother. I have also studied history and your Grey Warden treaties.
Okay.
Can you cook?
Alistair!
I can cook? Yes?
Alistair! Do I need to go to the buffer? I need to find the patriarchy jingle from Buffering the Vampire Slayer just for Alistair. Nah. Can you? Yeah.
You missed your chance. Now it's Charred Rabbit from here on out.
Just shut up, Alistair. I have no more questions.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the blight.
Yeah, you've got a point.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
Okay. You've just opened the world map. It details major locations of interest around the kingdom of Ferelden. You can use the world map to travel to various locations, although some are not available until you meet certain criteria. So, I could go to the Brazilian outskirts, or, well, I theoretically can go to all sorts of places. Realistically, I can go to one place, which is Lothering, or the current party campsite. Let's go camping?
What do you need?
Our mentor died. Do you care?
You don't have to do that. I know you didn't know him as long as I did.
Okay, fine. All right. Listen, bud. He seemed important.
I should have handled it better. Duncan warned me right from the beginning that this could happen. Any of us could die in battle. I shouldn't have lost it, not when so much is riding on us, not with the blight and everything. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, at least you're mature enough to recognize after the fact that you've been acting like a giant petulant baby about shit. Wish I could say the same, but anyway. I suppose there's no need to apologize. He was your fake dad, after all.
I'd like to have a proper funeral for him. Maybe once this is all done, if we're still alive. I don't think he had any family to speak of.
Yeah, what about the Wardens?
I don't know. I have no idea what the Grey Wardens do for when they fall in battle. Have you had someone close to you die? Not that I mean to pry, I'm just...
There was this husband, vaguely. Also, I grew up in the slums. I'm an elf, pointy ears, lots of death.
Yes, I suppose you must have. I can't even imagine, really. Thank you. Really, I mean it. It was good to talk about it, at least a little.
You're welcome. Maybe I'll go to... Oh, right, you were talking about High Over. Yeah, let's go to High Over, I suppose.
I'd like that. So would he, I think.
Okay. Alistair approves of the fact that I had a nice conversation with Alistair, which honestly does make sense. Where's Morgan? Morgan, is all of this booze yours? This is a lot of booze. Hold on. Do we need to have a conversation about all of the booze? Because that's a lot. Well, first of all, are you sharing?
What do you wish of me?
Are you sharing?
If you must.
How'd you become TIL. Did you grow up in the wilds? Ever been hunted by the Chantry? Is she... I feel like Morgan doesn't want to talk about her mom. Yeah, tell me about your growing up.
Why do you ask me such questions? I do not probe you for pointless information, do I?
I want to get to know people better. Fine. It's my favorite way of annoying you. No. You could ask if you wanted to. She probably doesn't want to, but sure.
Oh, what luck. What is it you asked if I grew up in the wilds? A curious question. Where else would you picture me? For many years it was simply Flemeth and I. The wilds and its creatures were more real to me than Flemeth's tales of the world of man. In time I grew curious. I left the wilds to explore what lay beyond, never for long. Brief forays into a civilized wilderness.
And, yeah, you remained unnoticed?
For the most part. Flemeth taught me well. For all that I had been taught, however, the truth of the civilized lands proved to be overwhelming. I was unfamiliar with so much. So confident and bold was I, yet there was much that Flemeth could never have prepared me for.
This is probably a little mean, but sure.
I rather doubt that. Only once was I accused of being a witch of the wilds, and that by a chastened who happened to be travelling with a merchant caravan. He pointed and gasped and began shouting in his strange language, and most assumed he was casting some curse upon me. I acted the terrified girl, and naturally, he was arrested.
Aha! No, this is mean. Quick thinking.
Men are always willing to believe two things about a woman. One, that she is weak, and two, that she finds him attractive. I played the weakling and battered my eyelashes at the captain of the guard. Child's play. The point being that I was able to move through human lands fairly easily. Whatever humans think a witch of the wild looks like, 'tis not I. Not that I did not have trouble. There are things about human society which have always puzzled me, such as the touching. Why all the touching for a simple greeting?
It is a fair point. Humans, right? Let's bond together about humans, right? Like a handshake. Were you upset by all the bad... This feels patronizing in a way that I don't want to be to Morgan. Yeah, humans, am I right?
Do not speak to me of trivialities. Your culture is not so entirely different.
Oh.
There were many nuances that Flemeth could never tell me of. When to look into another's eyes. How to eat at a table. How to bargain without offending. None of these things I knew. I still do not understand it all, truth be told, but then I gave up long ago any hope of doing so. When I returned to the wilds last, I swore to Flemeth that I had no intention of leaving again.
And yet, here you are. You know, Bogsy, I'm glad you said it first, because it went off in the back of my mind, and I was like, how about that? And then I was like, no, don't. Let's see here. Joke's on you. No, yet here you are, Morgan.
Yes, here I am. Well, let's get on with it before the ground opens up and swallows us, yes?
Okay, fine. End of conversation. Although you do approve of me talking to you, so that's nice. To Lothering. Or to a sword on the map. Are we going to get ambushed? Is it fight time? Oh, Denerim. Oh, plot.
And I expect each of you to supply these men. We must rebuild what was lost at Ostagar, and quickly. There are those who would take advantage of our weakened state if we let them. We must defeat this Darkspawn incursion, but we must do so sensibly and without hesitation.
Those
Your
two
Lordship,
are fundamentally
if I might
opposed.
speak. You have declared yourself Queen Anora's regent and claim we must unite under your banner for our own good.
Thanks, plot recap guy.
But what of the army lost at Ostagar? Your withdrawal was most fortuitous.
Everything I have done has been to secure Ferelden's independence. I have not shirked my duty to the throne, and neither will any of you!
Uh-oh.
The Banon will not bow to you simply because you demand it.
Understand this. I will brook no threat to this nation from you or anyone.
Okay, so he wants to be king. Got it.
Bantegan, please!
Your Majesty, your father risks civil war. If Eamon were here...
Bantegan, my father is doing what is best.
Did he also do what was best for your husband, your Majesty?
Man's got a point. Man's kind of got a point. Oh, hey, puppies. Or single puppy. Don't do that shot with that armor, please. Oh. Oh, hi. Okay.
Darkspawn approach. Watch for their blood.
I see. All right, let's kill this guy. Oh, there's a lot of guys here. Oh, there's so many guys.
All right.
It's your time to die. Begin the onslaught.
Alistair, how you doing? You doing good, bud?
Is it just me, or do you actually think you have a chance?
Killing stuff? Hey, we won! Oh, he's a good bloody puppy! He's a good bloody puppy! Hey, are you coincidentally the same exact dog?
I think he was out there looking for you. He's chosen you. Mabari are like that. They call it imprinting.
Does this mean we're going to have this mangy beast following us about now? Wonderful.
He's not mangy.
Yeah, if you like him, you can have him. Do you want a dog? Does Alistair want a dog? Listen. Morrigan turns into big, scary, kill you animals, not weird, flea-ridden. Anyway, Al, do you want a dog? Also, can I call you Al?
Me? I don't want a dog. I can barely take care of myself.
So many comments come to mind, I cannot even begin to choose.
At any rate, he must remember you helping him back at Ostagar. You're imprinted. Lucky you.
All right, fine. Come on, pup. Yay. We have a dog now. We must name our dog now. Our dog's name is Bork. Are we okay with our dog's name being... I'm okay with our dog's name being Bork.
Wake up, gentlemen. More travelers to attend to. Led by an elf, of all things.
They don't look much like them others. You know, maybe we should just let these ones pass.
Nonsense. Greetings, travelers.
Highwaymen, preying on those fleeing the Darkspawn, I suppose.
They are fools to get in our way. I say, teach them a lesson.
Now, is that any way to greet someone? A simple 10 silvers, and you're free to move on.
No. No. I was on you guys' side until you did the whole toll thing. You're toll collectors then. Yes, Goog. They're toll collectors and wallet inspectors at the same time. Yeah, we are not refugees and you are not extorting us. We're just entering the town now, please.
What did I tell you? No wagons, and this one looks armed.
The toll applies to everyone, Heinrich. That's why it's a toll, and not, say, a refugee tax.
Oh, right. Even if you're no refugee, you still gotta pay.
I mean, I don't know enough about the universe to say there's definitely no such thing as toll collectors, but there's probably no such thing as toll collectors. And this just comes off as about as dumb and naive as the game wants me to know that this guy is. So, yeah, no, we're not paying.
Well, I can't say I'm pleased to hear that. We have rules, you know.
Right. We get to ransack your corpse then. Those are the rules.
Yeah, guys, here, we're gonna play this card early and often. Do you really want to fight a Grey Warden?
Did she say she's a Grey Warden? Them ones killed the king.
We did what?
Traitors to Ferelden, I hear.
We did what?
Turn Loghain put quite a bounty on any who are found.
Oh.
But aren't them Grey Wardens good?
Yeah.
I mean, really good?
Yeah.
Good enough to kill a king?
Oh, you mean that kind of
You
good?
have a point. Well, let's forget about the toll. We'll just leave you to your darkspawn fighting, king-killing ways.
I like this guy. I like this guy a lot. You know, come to think of it, bud, you and me, you want to leave us to our ways, and our ways are very important, and also will fucking kill you if you don't.
You don't say.
Yeah.
He is really good, boss. Remember?
That's right.
Well, yes. 20 silvers? That's all we've collected today.
Ah! Well, thank you very much, my friend.
Then take it. Do enjoy your stay in Lothering and all that.
Okay, so now it's Lothering. Fine. Lothering. Point is, we got money and didn't have to fight and didn't... here, we're also going to loot this corpse, by the way. Oh, you killed a Templar! Well, Sir Donald awaits my report in Lothering. So we have to go to Lothering and find Sir Donal. Got it. Onward, Grey Warden soldiers marching unto death.
There it is. Lothering. Pretty as a painting.
Ah, so you have finally decided to rejoin us, have you? Falling on your blade in grief seemed like too much trouble, I take it.
Is my being upset so hard to understand? Have you never lost someone important to you? Just what would you do if your mother died?
Before or after I stopped laughing.
Right, very creepy. Forget I asked.
Alistair, I thought we had a conversation about you not being a jerk. Yeah, what did you want to talk about?
His navel, I suspect. He certainly has been contemplating it for long enough.
Oh, I get it. This is the part where we're shocked to discover how you've never had a friend your entire life.
I can be friendly when I desire to. Alas, desiring to be more intelligent does not make it so.
Oh.
Anyway, I thought we should talk about where we intend to go first.
This place right here that we just got to! Fine. I'll figure it out. Use some treaties. Yeah, do you have thoughts? Do you appear to have an opinion?
This should be good.
I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. These treaties, have you looked at them?
No. Why?
There are 3 main groups that we have treaties for. The Dalish Elves, the Dwarves of Orzammar, and the Circle of Magi. I also still think that Arleman is our best bet for help. We might even want to go to him first.
Okay, so when you said, I think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea, you actually meant, I don't think what Flemeth suggested is the best idea. I think this thing that Flemeth did not suggest is the best idea. Okay. We need to find these people. Is there a way to... Yeah, I feel like we should have some way of reaching out and getting more friends here. We should not actually be in charge. Why are you leaving it up to me? That's a wonderful question. You outrank me. What do you think we should do, Morgan? Yeah, can we reach out to more Grey Wardens?
Short of leaving Ferelden to seek them out, the only place to send word to would be Weishaupt Fortress. And that's thousands of miles away.
Ah, well, not gonna happen then. Morgan, what do you think?
Go after your enemy directly. Find this man Loghain and kill him. The rest of this business with the treaties can then be done in safety.
Yes, he certainly wouldn't see that coming, and it's not like he has the advantage of an army and experience and...
I was asked for my opinion and I gave it. If your wish is to come up with reasons why something cannot be done, we will stand here until the Darkspawn are upon us.
I mean, I've heard worse plans, honestly. It doesn't seem likely that it would succeed. It certainly doesn't seem likely that it would succeed and affect lasting change. Because if we assassinate Loghain, then the queen whose name I've either forgotten or was never told, just paints him as a martyr, and then, well, there's probably chaos, actually. I don't think assassinating Loghain helps us kill the Darkspawn. Does going to Eamon help us kill the Darkspawn? Kinda. Why am I in charge?
Well, I don't know where we should go. I'll do whatever you decide.
Now that is unsurprising.
Arleman is a good man, but I don't know for sure he's where we should go. I'm not going to fight about it.
All right, well, we definitely need to find some friends.
I can give you directions, if you like.
Let's start with... Yeah, where would... Well, that's a good question. Where is Loghain?
If he isn't out in the field with his army, he's probably going to be at the palace in Denerim. We can go to Denerim, but somehow I suspect that they're not going to let us just walk around. Only a suspicion, of course.
It's a fair point. What about your buddy?
He'll be at the Castle Redcliffe, in the far western part of Ferelden, next to the mountain passes. If he isn't there, someone will be able to tell us where he is.
Okay. Now, I'm an elf, so I should probably know something about the Dalish, but sure, you tell me.
If we head eastward, towards the Brazilian forest, we should hear word of one of the clans that wanders that area. Hopefully, they will still be there.
Fair enough. Dwarves are underground, right?
We would need to speak to their king in Orzammar. That means heading west into the Frostback Mountains, which won't be easy.
No, that sounds like an ice level and a mountain level, which sounds like a combination of two bad levels. What about the Magi?
That will be at their tower on Lake Kallenhard to the north. We'll be looking for the first enchanter, whoever that is.
I see. Okay.
Then you have a plan.
Yeah, sure, let's go.
Fair enough. Let's head into the village whenever you're ready.
I have a wonder, Alistair, if you will indulge me.
Do I have a choice?
Of the two of you that remain, are you not the senior Grey Warden here? I find it curious that you allow another to lead while you follow.
You find that curious, do you?
In fact, you defer to a new recruit. Is this the policy of the Grey Wardens, or simply a personal one?
What do you want to hear? That I prefer to follow? I do.
You sound so very defensive.
Couldn't you crawl into a bush somewhere and die? That would be great, thanks.
Okay, so Morgan accurately clocked that Alistair's a big old sub, and Alistair got very mean and defensive about it. It was rude, Alistair. It was very rude. All right, maybe someone in the town proper can help. Hi there, you look important.
Need something? I don't generally talk to strange elves who wander in here.
Hey, buddy. Yeah, what is this place?
Can't promise I'm going to answer them. What isn't? We got chastened barbarians in every farmholder south of Kallenhard running from the Darkspawn. Not that they'll be safe here with the army gone.
I'm sorry, the army's gone? Well, that's bad. Did you know there are bandits outside?
Best thing that's happened to Lothering. Bandits will keep the rabble out, if Sir Bryant and his lot won't.
Who's in charge?
You could talk to the Elder, though she's got her hands full getting everyone on their way. For now, most folks go to Sir Bryant. He's head of the Chantry's Templars.
I'm sure that's fine. Nobody's in charge, though.
He's gone to war and taken all his soldiers, leaving us to fend for ourselves. There's not going to be much left when he returns, if he returns. Don't let me stop you.
Fine, be a jackass about it. You jackass. But you're standing in the middle of everything as though you're important. Maybe I can talk to you.
If you're looking for safe shelter, I'll warn you. There's none to be found.
My Balthier, why are you so mad about that?
Move on if you can. Lothering's lost.
Why do you say that?
We've had refugees streaming from the south for the last 2 days. The Chantry and Tavern are full to bursting. There simply isn't enough food to go around, and we Templars can barely keep order. You'd be better off elsewhere, my friend.
Aw, the Templar called the elf a friend. I don't think that's intentional, but whatever. Okay, so to be clear, are you suggesting I don't go in, or telling me not to go in?
I'm just warning you, things may not be as hospitable as you would expect. People are frightened.
Okay.
The band has marched north with Tern Loghain, so Lothering's on its own. Most folks look to Elder Miriam. Otherwise, you could speak to Sir Bryant in the Chantry, I suppose. It's up to you.
All right, fine. We've heard the same spiel twice now.
It's
I think
just
that's
a guess, but I'm thinking everyone in Lothering is aware of the approaching Darkspawn horde.
Seems that way.
Back off. I have the right to charge what I wish.
You profit from their misfortune. I should have the Templars give away everything in your carts.
You wouldn't dare. Any of you step too close to my goods and I'll...
It's so nice to see everyone working together in a crisis. Warms the heart.
Oh, you there. You look able. Would you care to make a tiny profit helping a beleaguered businessman?
Okay, in your sales pitch, buddy. First of all, you're morally in the wrong. Secondly, in your sales pitch, you should not call it a tiny profit. Okay? It's one thing to not set my expectations too high. I don't expect to get rich helping you fend off this rabble, but you should not call it a tiny profit. That's a little bit of messaging for you before we hold you at sword point and make you disperse of your profits, because communism and solidarity forever and anything. Yeah, get rid of the tiny part. Oh, is your profiteering making people mad, sir?
You could say that, yes.
The nerve of these people!
He is charging outlandish prices for things people desperately need. Their blood is filling his pockets.
'Tis only survival of the fittest. All of these cretins would do the same in his shoes, given the chance.
I have limited supplies. The people decide what those supplies are worth to them.
You bought most of your wares from these very people last week. Now they flee for their lives, and you want to talk business?
Look, stranger, I've 100 silvers if you drive this rabble off, starting with that priest. I'm an honest merchant, nothing more.
Can you beat that off, sister? No, you're being a dickbag, buddy.
Would it help these folks if they could buy no goods at all?
They spend their very last coin because they are desperate, and this man preys upon them as surely as the bandits outside the city.
Yeah!
I'm not arguing anymore. Drive off this woman and get your 100 silvers. Otherwise, I'm taking my wagon and leaving.
Or I'm holding you at sword point and robbing your shit. I already said that was happening. I mean, I could strike a middle ground here. There could be a middle ground. It's like, listen, buddy, you're a merchant, and at a certain level, the dude is entitled to sell his things. He is not entitled to price gouge, and that's the problem. And therefore, fuck this man.
Maker's breath. Sometimes it's truly not worth operating this far south.
Just charge what you would have before this tragedy.
Fine, yes, just stop complaining. You're giving me a headache.
So, we have come to solve every squabble in the village personally. My, but the Darkspawn will be impressed.
Thank you for your generous assistance. May the Maker watch over your path.
Morrigan, I don't know if... Okay, Morrigan disapproves of my completing a side quest. Listen, Morrigan. Listen. I'm going to look you in the eye here. Don't turn it! I said I was going to look you in the eye here. I'm going to look you in the eye here and explain. You are... Fine. I'll say it to your back. You are in an RPG. This is a side quest. We're doing the side quests. Now then.
The Chanters are still operating their board. Now that's dedication.
It's a Chanter's board. It's transcribed on behalf of Sir Brian, Templar and Defender of the Faith. Know that all those who prey upon refugees do so under pain of death. The Maker spurns bandits and the Templars offer... Oh! Sizable reward for the apprehension or execution of the bandit leaders plying their trade in the northern wood and roads. Oh! I see. Several organizations in Ferelden maintain job boards. Once you've completed a task, speak to the organization's representative. I mean, sure. It's probably a specific directed quest to go kill the bandits, but let's see if maybe it's not. Oh, bandit buddies, did you know?
Oh, back, are you? I thought we settled things nice and amicably with you wardens.
Yes, but now I might or might not get money for arresting and or killing you. So...
Let's collect that bounty then.
Warden senses tingling.
Ah! Warden senses tingling. No shit.
Here we go!
All right, kill the boss first.
All right, that's it.
Guys? Game crashed. There is a notice on the Chancery Room. Bandit groups lurking north of Lothering. There are 3 groups in all, and they must be eradicated. Are those marked on the map? No. They're probably marked on the world map, then. Okay. Yeah, they're probably out in the wide open world. How about that? So that's not the same dudes. Okay. Fine, then.
I don't like this.
What do you not like, kid?
Have you seen my mother?
Who's your mother?
She's really tall, and she has red hair. We live on a big farmhold, all of us.
Okay.
Some mean men with swords came and Mother told me to run to the village as fast as I could, so I did. She said she'd be right behind me, but I've been waiting and waiting, and I can't see her.
Uh-oh. Where's your dad, kid?
He went with William to the neighbours yesterday, but he didn't come back.
Who's William? Oh boy. Well, I mean, good luck with that is the real jackass option. Okay, I feel like there are some questions we could ask here, such as, who is William? Who are your neighbors? Where are your neighbors? What is William? That sort of thing. But no. Boy. I'll help, I guess.
Mother said I wasn't to go with anyone. I'm supposed to wait for her here, in the village.
Okay. All right. Well, kid, go get yourself a sandwich.
A whole silver! Wow, thank you. So, are you really an elf?
Yes.
Father says elves aren't very nice, but you're nicer than everybody here. Thank you for helping me.
You're welcome. Tiny child just had to be racist. Or, I suppose the child wasn't racist, but he had to remind me of the racism of others. Okay, fine. You have an exclamation point above your head. Give me a quest.
Hello, stranger. I don't suppose you know anyone that can make traps?
I don't, actually. But why do you need them?
Old Man Barlin said that Darkspawn may be coming soon. He's got traps on his farm. I figured I'd put a few on my lands. Barlin wants to poison his traps. I just want normal traps.
Okay. Why don't you just buy some?
None to be had. Barlin has all the traps in the village in his fields.
Ah. Wait, they're poison?
He doesn't have any poison yet, thank the Maker. So his fields are just full of traps. He can be a bit eccentric.
I see. Well, I can't actually make any, so...
I didn't mean to bother you. Sorry.
Okay, so if I ever learn, or more likely meet someone who knows trap making, come back to Allison and make her some traps for reasons. Okay. You also have an exclamation point above your head. Please give me a quest that I can, do.
You got a bed for the night. You taken care of.
I have a tent. Listen, I'm the Grey Warden, actually.
Don't need blades right now. We need beds, food, and an end to all these sad sots. I don't suppose you know anything of tonics, medicines, or herbs.
I don't, but Morgan does.
Then you may be able to do us a lot of good. All manner of travellers come through, many injured or sick. We do our best, but we're out of supplies. There's medicinal herbs in the woods to the north. If you make a few poultices, I'll scrape together some sort of payment. I'll write all you need to know in this note here.
Okay. So we need to go get stuff. Got it. Let's not rob the refugees. Oh, who am I kidding? Splint mail boots. They're not even that good. Fine. All right. I see one more exclamation point on the map.
How dare you accuse me of thievery? I saw you take the supplies from my car. Your grassland eyes are inept. A chastened would never stoop to petty theft. You marsh folk are all thieves and liars.
Enough! People here are already desperate and frightened. They don't need you two coming to blows.
But what about my food?
I said enough!
Seems like a problem. Do you need help? No?
Are we done with this place? It may not be here later should we leave now.
All right, we're not leaving, Morgan. We're talking to this person with an exclamation point above his head. Well, the game has decided that this is important, so this is apparently important.
Aban Akyun, Maras Shokra.
Hi there.
And you aren't one of my captors. I have nothing to say that would amuse you, elf. Leave me in peace.
Right. Okay. What are... He's a dude with ridges on his head. You're a chick with pointy ears. Why are you here?
I'm in a cage, am I not? I've been placed here by the Chantry.
Uh-huh.
I am Sten of the Beresad, the vanguard of the Kunari peoples. If you haven't heard of us, that is your own shortcoming.
Hey
Though
now.
It matters little now. I will die soon enough.
This is a proud and powerful creature, trapped as prey for the Darkspawn. If you cannot see a use for him, I suggest releasing him for mercy's sake alone.
Mercy? I wouldn't have expected that from you.
I would also suggest that Alistair take his place in the cage.
That's more like it.
That's what I would have expected.
I suggest you leave me to my fate.
Why are you in the cage, bud?
I have been convicted of murder. Have the villagers not spoken of this?
No. No, they really haven't. Did you do a murder?
Are you asking if I feel guilt or if I am responsible for the deed? However I feel, whatever I've done, my life is forfeit now.
Okay, buddy, are you just depressed or... well, I guess we're just assuming who'd you kill, kid?
The people of a farmhold. 8 humans, in addition to the children.
Oh! Oh! That sounds bad.
I agree.
Why? How? Would you like to make... I don't see how one...
Death will be my atonement.
Okay. One could theoretically... I don't...
Perhaps. What does your wisdom say is equal to my crime?
Grey Warden conscription. That's what we do, right, Alistair? Alistair? We feed him darkspawn blood mixed with a special mortar and pestle of the maker or something, and if he survives that, then he's a Grey Warden, and then he's sworn to fight the darkspawn for all eternity? Right? We could do that. Yeah. You're a Grey Warden now, friend.
The Blight. Are you a Grey Warden, then?
That's right.
Surprising.
Why?
My people have heard legends of the Grey Warden's strength and skill. Though I suppose not every legend is true.
Hey! Hey now! Do you think she'd buy the whole conscription thing?
Perhaps if you told her the Grey Wardens need my assistance. It seems as likely to bring my death as waiting here.
Okay.
Farewell, then.
A penitent man left to be torn to pieces by Darkspawn. 'Tis a fine example of the Chantry's mercy, is it not?
I see. So, Morrigan wants us to free Sten. That does make sense. This also seems like this is just a fucking terrible cage. I'm sorry. Like, I know you had to put... You had to put a viewing hole in there so we could see and talk to the NPC. This is a fucking terrible cage. This man could I suppose it's a testament to how cooperative and willing he is to be in the cage. But this man could very easily not be in the cage if he wanted to not be in the cage.
Look what we have here, men. I think we've just been blessed.
Uh-oh. Loghain's men. This can't be good.
Oh.
Didn't we spend all morning asking about an elf by this very description, and everyone said they hadn't seen one?
It seems we were lied to.
Gentlemen, surely there's no need for trouble. These are no doubt simply more poor souls seeking refuge.
They're more than that. Now stay out of our way, sister. You protect these traitors, you'll get the same as them.
Listen. We're totally not traitors, though. We just got here. Also, hi.
Tern Loghain claims the Grey Wardens betrayed the king. Or haven't you heard?
I have heard that.
Enough talk. Take the warden into custody. Kill this sister and anyone else that gets in your way.
Right. Let's make this quick.
Oh, it's a fight to the death in the bar then, is it?
No quarter. I tried to be merciful. Let's get started.
Okay. Kill the boss, I guess.
Is your time to die? Another battle, I see.
Is that all you've got?
All right, you've won. We surrender.
Good. They've learned their lesson and we can all stop fighting now.
Yeah, we didn't betray King Kalen, though. Yeah, this is important. We did not betray King Kalen.
I was there. The Tern pulled us out of a trap.
The Tern left the king to die.
The wardens led the king to his death. The Tern could do nothing.
That's fine. Tell your boss that he's a dickbag.
What do you want to tell him?
The Grey Wardens know what really happened. He'll pay for what he's done. Yeah, let's threaten him. The two of us, me and Alistair, are threatening the functional king of Ferelden. This is gonna go so well.
I'll tell him right away. Now, thank you.
I apologize for interfering, but I couldn't just sit by and not help.
All right, now I, a person who has played Dragon Age Inquisition, and also a person who knows who this character is, but let's ignore that fact, see a hot, redheaded French chick and are like, yay! But, anyway, tell me who you are.
Let me introduce myself. I am Liliana, one of the lay sisters of the Chantry here in Lothering. Oh, I was.
I'm sorry, you were?
I joined the Chantry to live a life of religious contemplation. But I am no priest, not even an initiate.
Okay, well, my name's Goog. Hi.
They said you were a Grey Warden. I'm surprised you're an elf, but elves must want the Blight defeated as much as humans, no? I know after what happened you will need all the help you can get. That's why I'm coming along.
I'm sorry, you're doing what now? You're doing what now? Why?
The Maker told me to.
God said so. Okay.
I know that sounds absolutely insane, but it's true. I had a dream. A vision.
All crazy. I thought we were all full up.
Alistair!
Look at the people here. They are lost in their despair, and this darkness, this chaos, will spread. The Maker doesn't want this. What you do, what you are meant to do, is the Maker's work. Let me help.
I mean... Okay. A hot French chick says God wants me to help you. Who am I to refuse?
Perhaps your skull was cracked worse than Mother thought.
Thank you. I appreciate being given this chance. I will not let you down.
Hey, thanks for watching. Here's the stream schedule. If you want to click some buttons, it would help a lot. And if you don't, fine, go away.